Hello and welcome to today's live coaching call in the community conversation. Today we are going to be talking about the opportunity you might think you should take if you feel like you've plateaued or stalled in a way. I don't like to use the word plateau, but stalled maybe with some weight loss that you were hoping to continue to see a release from your body, and your intermittent fasting. Should you pause from intermittent fasting? Will that break up the plateau or the pause? So we're going to talk about that today. But before we get started, I always like to take a second to introduce myself. My name is Diane Parham. I am the creator of the online course and community, the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman, as well as our midlife mindset shift course and community. I teach everything here for us as women who are aging. Again, aging is just that opportunity we all have to just live another day. And all the things that we can do to make sure that the next series of decades that we have the opportunity to live are going to absolutely be our best. And we do that through the practice of intermittent fasting and making mindset shifts. If you're joining us on YouTube, please take a second to hit that subscribe button, and then also make sure that you hit the little bell notification. That way you'll get reminded that we are going live. And the same thing for everyone over on Facebook. Make sure you're following over there. And I've also hit the receive all notifications button. I spy over here, you guys see our little YouTube plaque I just received in the mail for 100,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being part of our community. I can't do all this if you guys don't show up and hit that subscribe button. So I always appreciate everyone over on YouTube who have done that. And we all get to see our little plaque when we come and do these live coaching calls. So I'm super excited. Okay, so let's get started on today's conversation. Before I do that too, I also want to make sure I say this because I get so many questions about this. I just want to head it off at the beginning. Our next Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course does start October the 1st. After that, we only have a November course, and then I'm taking a break in December. I will not be hosting a course in December. So October, November is your last chance. Registration will close on September 30th. All the information about that is in the description box, and I'll post it in the comments as well. So I just want to make sure you guys get that in the beginning. Okay, so let's talk about today's conversation. Plateaus or pauses or stalls, or however you want to describe it for yourself, in what it is you're aspiring to achieve with intermittent fasting and your weight loss. And oftentimes this question comes to me, and this is where I get most of my topics for what we talk about, are the questions that come in from you guys, is if I feel like my body's not responding anymore, should I stop intermittent fasting or take a pause on that? And this is where I really like to go back to what we really focus on here more than just the weight loss, and that's the healing benefits of intermittent fasting and the lifestyle that we're creating for ourselves, right? And if weight loss is what you're after, and you haven't resolved some of the issues or thoughts or patterns or behaviors that you tend to lean into with food, are you ready to give up the thing that's working for you, right? And if we look at intermittent fasting as a lifestyle and an opportunity to give our body that break from having to process food and break it down, if we walk away from that, what are we willing to risk if we go back to living the way we were? For a lot of women, a lot of things come back on top of not losing weight, right? So if you give up intermittent fasting, a lot of things that start to come back are the foggy brain, the inflammation, a lot of like skin issues that women were having start to pop back up. So we have to make sure we're asking the right question about that plateau or the stall, or our brain thinking the weight loss should happen faster than our body's ready to have it happen. And remember, we say here a lot that our body decides the hierarchy of healing. Our brain thinks it's deciding that, right? Because we know what we want to achieve. We know the goal we're aspiring to have. We know what size jeans we want to wear from our brain. But our body's running on a whole different cycle. Our body's saying, hey, girlfriend, let me take care of some of these problems that are going on inside first. That way you don't have to manage those down the road. And then when all that work is done, I'm going to work on that weight loss thing that you have going on too, right? So the weight loss is always the very last thing. And so what I always like to say and coach women on with the thought process of the weight or the scale not doing what you want it to do is, what if your body's working on something else that's way more important right now? And if you stick to intermittent fasting, can you get that resolved and then get back to that place where weight loss is going to happen? The other thing we have to remember about our bodies, which we don't really think about because we're so caught up from the past and what we've done with diet and the drastic weight loss we get, immediately from doing drastic things that we can't stick to and then gain the weight back, is that weight loss is supposed to be gradual. Weight loss is not supposed to be this sudden release of weight. It is a gradual process because weight loss happens when your body is in a healed state. And so again, we have to go back to, what is my body working on? What is my body doing instead of losing weight? Here's what I also like us to think about. When we're creating a lifestyle where we're taking the majority of our day and we're fasting, meaning we're not putting anything in our body that's going to create a response, or we're not eating for a pre-designated amount of time, sometimes you do need a little bit of a mental break. You need to mix in a brunch every now and then, or you're going to go have breakfast with your husband or your kids or your grandkids or whatever. That is all fine, because again, when you're creating your own authentic life, you create the rules around that. What we want to make sure we're doing, though, is not stepping away from our lifestyle completely because we've connected the lifestyle to the disappointment we may have in our brain about that weight loss thing, right? So make sure you're making the right decision if you step away. Is it for the right reasons? And are you being honest with how you're fasting and how you're feasting and some other lifestyle decisions that you're making? I read some of the comments that came in earlier, and I think it was I think it might have been Claire who said, yeah, I've kind of stalled, but I know there's some other things going in my life as well, right? How sad would it be for you to walk away from something as beautiful as intermittent fasting because you're not being honest with yourself about some of the other things that you're doing? And so can be really quick to blame intermittent fasting. Again, this is very natural, happens to all of us on this journey. And I think of a lot of it is because of what society standards are about fasting, right? What our friends and social life standards are about choosing not to consume food for certain parts of our day. And then we also want to blame something that's outside of us. I could tell you the times that I've kind of felt like I've had a little bit of rebound of weight has been when I've chosen not to exercise, or I've loosened up my fasting window, or I wasn't making really honest choices in my feasting window. It had nothing to do with practicing an intermittent fasting lifestyle. It had nothing to do with the 20-hour fast and the 4-hour feast. It was my neglect in my thinking process. Why is my body feeling this way? Why do I feel like I'm, getting a little fluffy around the edges? It must be fasting. When really, fasting is us doing nothing. And if we're really honest about that, and we know we're fasting to get that energized sense of calm, and we know we're fasting in a way that's going to get us the best benefit from the healing aspect, our body will lose the weight. We also have to go back to that feasting window. Remember, the feasting window is where we make our choices with our brain. And a lot of times we make our choices with our emotions. And a lot of times we make our choices around things that are going on in our life that might be stressing us out or we don't feel in control in. And we forget to think consciously. Then when we feel like things are sliding or stalling out on us, we forget about that season when we were doing things that were out of order for us, right? Because we had a little bump in the road in life. The last 2 years have been a perfect example of that. Well, hopefully last 2.5 years, we're getting away from it now. But like the whole COVID season, for a lot of us, we just did things that weren't normal for us, right? And we were following a lot of trends that were going on in society. And then we came out of that and we were like, what the heck happened to me? And then we forget we were stressed out, and we're not working on how to manage ourselves and our choices and our mental and emotional state in stressful situations. And we default to buffering things and unconscious decisions and soothing type of things that we do with food and drink. And so what I want you to think about if you're feeling like you're in a stall is, why are you asking so much of your body when it could be working internally and you're just unaware of that? And if you knew that, could you give your body some grace and some space to take care of business so something doesn't rear its ugly head that you don't have to worry about later down the road? Are you 100% being honest with yourself about what it is you're doing in your fasting window? Have you let some things squeak into your coffee again? Have you not, are you drinking all your water? Do you need to add some exercise in, or maybe you've been inconsistent with your exercise? What are you doing in your feasting window? Are you being honest with yourself about what you're feasting on? Are you continuing to feast to tomorrow and feast to your next fast? Or are you creating a little bit of that mindset of, I've fasted, I've lost weight, I've been feeling good, I can loosen some things up on the feast, right? Anytime we loosen up, anytime we revert back to old habits, we're always going to feel that little slip back, or we're going to feel that stall. So the best thing to do before you think it's fasting and you're ready to walk away from that is do an inventory of your thoughts and decisions. Am I being completely honest with myself? Could it really be the fasting? Or could it be that I'm just not making the best choices like I was in the beginning when I was super excited and everything was new and fresh? Because that happens to us too. The other thing I want to warn everybody about is when you hit that plateau, excuse me, I don't want to have to start coughing on you. When you hit that plateau, what I want you to think about too is it takes a lot of energy for your body to utilize what's in storage that ends up in a weight loss result, right? And your body gets tired too. So could the pause just be your body gearing up for the next weight loss opportunity? And when we start thinking like that, and we start thinking optimistically, and we think about putting the power back into our body, knowing what it needs to do for us, and that's going to be the best thing, we can take a break from all the second guessing as well. Fasting will always work if you use fasting in the right way. And so if we're using fasting in the right way and you follow me here, go back to what your lessons are in class, join us in class. So we reframe our thinking about things and we don't step away from one of the best gifts that so many of us women here in this community are really being able to take advantage of. And that is that intermittent fasting gift and that 20-hour fast and that 4-hour feast, and really being mindful of the decisions we're making in the way we're living our life. So if you're hitting that stall or plateau, I want you to do some mental and emotional evaluations before you step away. The other thing that I want us to think about is, and every time I get to this thought, then I forget what I was going to say, is sometimes you might need a break, right? So sometimes, like I said, if it's a brunch thing, take one day and enjoy like a full day of really conscious feasting and then jump right back into your fasting. Sometimes we do need that mental break too, and just enjoy some things that we might have stepped away from because we do really enjoy this intermittent fasting lifestyle. The thing that you have to do with that is, again, do the mindset work. Make sure you're giving yourself the permission to go enjoy something that's out of your normal lifestyle routine. And you're not going to do it with any form of punishment when the event is over. So 100% give yourself permission. I'm going to go enjoy brunch with my family this weekend. I'm not going to have any drama around it. I'm going to make the best choices so the food that I do consume during brunch isn't going to make me not feel good the next day. And then when that day is over, you jump right back into your fasting routine. That can kind of break up some of that doubt also, and kind of just give yourself a little bit of a mental break with your fasting, because you're making those memory making moments, right? Because remember, we don't miss memory making moments in this community. We always partake in them. We just make informed choices when we're there, and we do it all for the right reason. So if you're feeling like you're plateauing, I'm going to go out on a limb and guarantee you it's not the fasting. It is probably the choices you're making that you are unconsciously just putting some like truth behind, right? Or you're slipping in areas because you're starting to feel comfortable and really confident with your fasting. And so you feel like you have some wiggle room. Wiggle room is a great place to test out some things, but then you have to go back to being really honest with yourself. If the fasting worked in the beginning, the fasting will always work for you. You have to just reevaluate some of those choices you're making with your brain. Your body will thank you in kind by then getting back to that weight loss result. So hopefully that helps you. I know there's a lot in the comment section here about this is exactly what you're going through. I know that because I also go through these seasons and these like kind of weeks or months where I feel like, God, nothing is changing, right? But then I always go back to what I tell you guys here. My body's working on something. Or, Diane, you haven't been really, honest with yourself about some of the food choices you're making, or you haven't been really consistent with your exercise, or you're not really fasting as long as you know you can be to get the results that you're hoping for. And as soon as I go back to doing what I know works for me, like magic, everything starts to click into place. So hopefully this is exactly what you needed to hear today to give yourself the confidence to stick with it. Hannah, oh my goodness, I need this chat so much. Perfect timing. Okay, Hannah, let me know if I delivered on what you needed to hear. Cassia, in your September class, I'm loving it. I'm still learning a lot despite experimenting with IF and keto over 18 months. Lost a total of 20 pounds and video is so needed. Yeah, remember, our body's not supposed to be in a constant state of weight loss. It loses weight and then it adjusts and then it loses weight and then it adjusts, right? So an everyday weight loss occurrence is not realistic. And I think sometimes we're sold that idea. Not realistic. Your body has to kind of almost regenerate, right? And get some of its energy back to get to that next loss for you. So give it the time and space that it needs and just be honest with yourself about the choices you're making. And I promise you, everything will work out. I hope your name is pronounced Diane. I love a girl with a Y in her name. Absolutely love Diane's approach and her clear explanations of the new how, why things work. So happy I joined the September class. I'm so happy you're in there too, my friend. It's the how and the why for sure, right? And having the opportunity to make our own choices that I think you guys are all really making that connection with. So I'm super proud of you. AK, hi Diane, September 22 class. I was wondering how a weekend pause of 16.8 or 18.6 affects the weekdays of 24. Is it starting over on Monday? So this is all based on you and how you're thinking about the pause on the weekend, right? So if you think pausing on the weekend is going to be starting over on Monday, then that's exactly what Monday will be for you. If you think taking a pause on the weekend or doing some things instead of taking a pause, you can just say, hey, I'm going to just enjoy some things inside my fasting window, right? I'm just going to like change my protocol for the weekend. And then on Monday, I'm just going to jump right back in where I left off. Then you're just going to jump right back in where you left off. I don't believe in like starting over. I believe in jumping in where you left off. And so try that dialogue and see how that works for you. And then you just know Monday, it's just going to feel a little bit different because you're just going to have to get through the weekend. And then by Tuesday or Wednesday, you're going to feel absolutely fantastic. Everything's going to start with how you think about it, my friend. Claire, this is so timely for me. I plateaued, but I think it's because I've not cut out carbs, not exercising, poor sleep, and probably not drinking enough water. That right there has nothing to do with fasting, right? And so Claire, great way to break that down in your brain for sure. It's not the fasting. It's that you probably are consuming, you don't have to cut out carbs completely, but maybe you're letting some of those little extras that your body doesn't need slip in more often than they need to, or the not exercising. So you're not able to drain those tanks every 24 hours. That creates a backup. So then you don't have a loss. And then sleep is another one of those things that we know affects how we look and feel and decisions we're making. We start to feel that fatigue or that sleepiness set in the day. And then the water, my friend, is clutch. You have to get that water in. So if you really work on being really conscious and honest about all those things that you listed right there, and you continue with your 20 hours of clean fasting, you're going to get out of that little stall very quickly and you're going to be feeling amazing. Hannah, Claire Gray, I'm having the same issue and I think it's the same reasons you listed. Yeah, that's usually it. And that's what I was saying today, right? It's like we forget the things that we kind of let go of that worked for us. And if you plug those things back in and you reevaluate your decision-making process, then when you're deciding nothing in your fasting window, everything will work out. It's a beautiful way to look at things. Claire, it's also probably because I'm stressed too, which leaves me wanting carbs. I need to get my head on. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about, Claire. When we're stressed out, when we're feeling unconscious, when we're feeling wiped out, we make choices that don't serve what it is we say we want. I say this here a lot. Here's what you say you really want for yourself. Here's the decisions you're making. It's creating a conflict. The beautiful thing about fasting and intermittent fasting especially is it takes 1 or 2 days of getting really dialed in and you will start to see and feel the results again. So go back to that fasting, go back to that 20 hours, clean those things up in the decision-making process in the feast. And Claire, you're going to be feeling like $1,000,000. And here's the other thing, you're going to manage that stress so much better when you're doing it from a conscious place as opposed to an unconscious place. It's like medicine for stress. Shauna, hi Diane, so glad to view you live. Shauna, it's so good to have you here with us. I love how you spell your name, Shaunna. Love it. Lori, researching and starting tonight, 56, wanting to lose 2 sizes and so mindset ready. Fantastic, my friend. Lori, if you haven't jumped in class with us yet, I'm going to post the link to get into class with us. Our next one starts on the 1st of October. You will absolutely love jumping into class with us. So many amazing women from our community are in class. You're going to learn so much. And I take you step by step through the process of how to get there. I'm 57. I'm 56. I'm 56 too. I keep wanting to be older than I am. Isn't that a crazy thing for aging women? 2 dress sizes is no big deal at all. Most of that is probably inflammation and just that hormonal body weight that we store when we're in this season of life. It's a quick turnaround for sure. Fiona, so good to see you, my friend. Hannah, yes, stress makes it so much harder to feast well. 100%, right? Because we just have all those stress hormones in our body that are wanting to be soothed. And when we have those stress hormones running amok, we soothe them with the least favorable food choices. And that's just a drug hit is all it is. Trey, I heard that we should take a break from fasting in order to not hit a plateau. And fasting, I'm not sure how true this is, but please answer the question for me. I do not think that is true. I don't think you should take a break from fasting because you hit a weight loss plateau. I think you should take a break from fasting to live your life and create memory-making moments that fall inside your fasting window. That's when I think you should take a break from fasting. But I don't think you should take a break from fasting because you had a weight loss stall, because the weight loss stall is coming from a lot of the things that we've been hearing here in our community. Oh, I realized I'm not exercising the way I was. I realized I'm stressed out, and so I'm probably eating food that's not going to really serve what I say that I want. I'm not drinking enough water. My sleep seems to be disrupted. Those are all the things that create a weight loss plateau. It's not the fasting part, especially when you're doing it in a very healthy way. Violetta, hello from New York. Wendy, do you fast daily? Yes. Leslie from August class, fasting through it, letting my body catch up with my desires, healing and weight loss. Fast through it. What a great way to look at that. Jacqueline, hi Diane, going so well, really into it. You are answering all my questions. Fantastic. Brian and Beth, hi Diane, so glad I got you live. Yeah, we're glad you're here too. I love our live community. Just love you guys. Susie, I love that my body is smarter than me and taking care of business. I will patiently wait for the exterior signs while it works on the interior. 100%. Our body always heals from the inside out. Our human brain wants all the outside things to happen first, right? And that just doesn't work that way. And I don't think we really want it to work that way. I don't want to be a hot mess on the inside. I want my insides to reflect what's going on the outside 100%. And I think when we make that mindset shift, we're willing to wait it out and let our body do its job. Hannah, I had an ingrown hair that got infected last week. It is healing now and the infection is gone. I'm wondering if my weight loss stalled because my body was fighting an infection. I would 100% bank on that for sure. Your body has only so much resources and energy to tap into, right? Wouldn't you rather not have to deal with an infection from an ingrown hair? Give your body the space it needs to heal that, girlfriend, and the weight loss will come when your body's done with all of that. And also the not feasting realm, both. Tammy, I'm so encouraged when you share of women getting off meds, healing their bodies. Have you ever had someone improve vision, specifically glaucoma numbers? I don't know if that was specifically stated, but your body doesn't want to be sick and it doesn't want to lose its ability to live well for you, right? So all the things that we start to lose or all the things that we have to manage with aging are the things that we're not really taking responsibility for. So I would 100% say keep at it, my friend, and be our glaucoma number decreasing success story. And you can let us know how that worked. And then I will share your results with our community here. I 100% without a doubt believe that fasting heals all things. And I think that if we really do believe that with our gut, we will always default to fasting. And I'm not a doctor, so I can't say it's going to cure everything. But for my own belief and the lifestyle that I want to live and how I want to be as an aging woman, that's what I believe in my gut. It's going to heal all things. And I just trust that that's going to be the case for me. Dima, no IF pause for me. I've been living, so you guys could tell who my graduates are for sure, right? Or my current course members. No IF pause for me. I've been living a steady lifestyle for many months now, and my weight, the desired one, and have finally reached. So I'm in a maintenance mode from now on, and I'm planning to keep doing exactly the same things. Yeah. So if you're a community member here, you know this is what we'd say, right? When in doubt, fast it out. It's never the fast, it's always the feast, or it's always something that's going on externally from us that's going to put us in that plateau or even a weight gain, right? It's never what we do in the fast, because we do nothing in our fast. Peg Marie, thank you for the chat. I did stall for 2 weeks and realized I was eating more calorie dense food and not enough of the low calorie dense, i.e. veggies. Made a change and I'm losing. Yeah. So remember, you guys, there's a difference between nutrient dense foods and calorie dense foods. This is why I don't like to talk about calories. I like to talk about nutrients. Oftentimes, foods that are low in nutrients are very high in calorie, and the foods that are going to be higher in your nutrients are going to, create that what we call calorie deficit. We don't worry about that here, right? We don't worry about managing calories, because if you're fasting long and feasting on those nutrient dense foods, the calorie aspect of things take care of themselves, and your body's going to get all the nutrients that it needs. You can have a very junky nutritional life and stay very low calorie also, right? So we don't want to do that either. We want nutrient dense foods, and we don't want to worry about the calories. We let our body dictate that. Jill, spot on diet. We always come back to being honest with ourselves. Yes, we have to be honest with ourselves. We can't live in denial, and we can't lie to ourselves about the decisions we're making and then be upset that our body's not doing what we want it to do. The relationship that you have with your body has to be a trusting one. Your body has to trust you, more importantly, and then you have to trust your body's going to do what it needs to do to keep you alive and well. If you have that kind of relationship with your body, everything else is really simple. Pamela, August 22 grad. Thank you for helping me change my mindset. Everything in my closet fits me now. I love this lifestyle. Well, girl, I'm so excited for you. And I know we have an international basis of students here. So for my U.S. students who are getting to into that fall and winter season, we got to pull them jeans out, right? For me, like wintertime is the time that I really like to be in tip-top shape, because I like to wear cute jeans and I like to wear my high cut boots. I like to wear all those things. And an inflamed body just doesn't wear those well. So I love walking into a closet and feeling confident about the choices that I get to make. And girlfriend, I'm glad you're feeling that too. Trey, what should I do then? Just increase my fasting window? Yeah, and be honest, do that honest inventory, right? And so are you feasting on nutrient dense foods? Are you fearing not eating enough? And so you're over consuming food. Are you really clean fasting? How much are you moving your body in a day? When's the last time you tracked your water? What kind of sleep are you getting? All those things are really going to be the things that are primarily keeping us in that place where our body's holding on to weight, because it's not trusting you. It's like, hey, Trey, what's up, girlfriend? Why are you not doing the things that I need you to do so I can spend some time losing this weight? When we start having those kind of conversations with our body, it's going to lead to clues 100%. And so I would make sure you're fasting long enough, intermittently, that 20 hours is plenty, 22 maybe on days you feel it. Be really honest about those food choices you're making. Take an inventory of your sleep. Are you drinking enough water? You're getting your electrolytes in. Those are usually the things that are causing that stall. She sings too. Gearing up for the next, I was walking 6 miles 4 times weekly with 20 hours IF. I took a break for 1 week, going back to 5 miles 2 times a week. Now I'm back at 6 miles and 20 hours of fasting. Sounds fabulous. Jacqueline, so glad you said taking a 1-day break is okay. What about occasionally going from 20 hours to 16 hours or 18 to 20? I say if life demands shortening your fasting window, then 100% do that. I think personally, and I know we all have different lives, but life takes care of that for me. I don't have to schedule a 16-hour fast. I just live my life, right? I really make sure I'm getting enough of those 20-hour days in. But if you say, hey, Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to fast for 16 hours and all the rest of the days I'm going to fast for 20, then what happens on Wednesday when a girlfriend calls you for lunch? Now you've had 3 16-hour days, right? And so I just let the shorter days allow me the time to create those memory making moments, or give myself permission without punishment to enjoy my life when that falls into my fasting window. All the rest of the time, I just assume everyone asks me, do you fast 20 hours a day? I say, yes, 100%. I fast 20 hours a day because that's what I assume I'm going to do unless life dictates something else. Joanne, I tried the midday squares. Love them. Midday squares, y'all are the best. There is a link, I believe, in my description box. I'll put a code. I'll put the link for them too. They are the best if you are a person who likes a little chocolate here and there, but also like good nutrients and good food ingredients. They are the jam. So let me see, midday. I'm gonna put there. I think this is the link, midday squares. Or you can go to fortodaysagingwoman.com codes. I have it there. I'll put that one. I'll put that link instead because I know that works for sure. I have all the things that I talk about and I enjoy in my own life that I share with you guys so you guys can get some discounts. So go check out Midday Squares is the best. So Joanne, I want to know what's your favorite flavor? Diane from Pennsylvania, girlfriend. Diane's one of those OGs. Diane, when did you take class? 2017 with us, I think. Dima, when I have a brunch, it's a one meal a day for me, a very long meal, and I start with my fasting right after. 100%. We do that too. We love Sunday brunches at my house, and so we just feast earlier and fast earlier in the afternoon to the next day. Day 29 and doing well. Love it, Carmen. Like number 48. I don't know what that is. Vanessa, needed to hear this today. Yes, love it. Petra, yes, absolutely excited to be in the September 22 class. I love it, love it, love it. Cindy, can you explain the tool listed in your comments? Lumen Metabolic Tracking Device. I do that on Instagram on Fridays, but I'll explain it pretty briefly. So a Lumen is a device that you blow in. I think mine's in the kitchen. You blow in it in the morning, or you blow in it anytime you have like metabolic changes happening that you want to monitor. And it lets you know how metabolically flexible you are. And I like to coach metabolic flexibility on 5 areas of our life: our nutrition, of course, our exercise, of course, our sleep, our hydration, and our stress. And when all 5 of those things are dialed in, we can become very metabolically flexible. The great thing about the Lumen is it gives you some key takeaways and some coaching within their app of some things that you can do. And it kind of helps you manage macros if you're not really sure where to even start with your nutrition. So it's like kind of having a nutritionist in your pocket. And then I do some coaching on that on Fridays on Instagram as well. I absolutely love it. There's a discount code for that too if you're interested. Ellie Lou or Elegia, August grad. Love this course. This is so important for me. Thank you so much. Yes. When we're in a plateau, it's usually when we're in denial. I should figure out a little acronym we have for that, or a little mantra we can say about a weight loss plateau and the fact that we're just in denial with ourselves about what we're doing, right? Marlene, in September class, I'm loving it. Been sharing everything with my husband, and now he's here with me watching the video. I love that. Welcome, Marlene's husband. We love it when our husbands fast with us. It makes life super fun. And then you can go do those memory making moments together, like on vacation, and you can have brunch every now and then. And it goes with the flow. And then the house, the environment in our house, my husband works from home now with me, and we're just fasting. It's really fun. I'm so excited for you and your husband. Olivia, like always, your videos are so helpful and encouragement. We just really need to be realistic and remember that we are healing 100%. I would not trade what my body is doing in a healing season for weight loss ever. Ever, ever, ever. I'll take all the time you need. Tanya, August 22 grad. This conversation is right on time. I started IF at the end of June, joined the August class, and I'm now plateauing. Feels like I'm no longer making changes. My mind has been trying to convince me to stop. Thank you for your advice today. Don't stop. Tanya, go back to your lessons. Go back to the very first week of class. The other thing that I think sometimes our brain does to us is anytime we start something new, the energy and the excitement and the newness and the fact that you're losing weight and it seems effortless keeps us going and motivated, right? And then your body hits this place where it's like, okay, we've done a lot of work. Let's just chill out. I always think that my body's always like running tests with me too. Like, let's see if Diane's going to stick with this. If I throw her a little curveball and don't let go of any weight for a little while, she's going to go back to her old ways that she knows aren't going to work for her. So trust your body, Tanya. Trust that everything is working okay. Do the honest inventory of all the decisions you're making in your life. Make sure you're getting to that energized sense of calm. Are there some extra things going on in your life outside of you that might be causing some stress that kind of keeps your body in that weight holding place too? And then the other thing I didn't talk about yet is we have to be realistic about what our weight should be too, right? Again, we have that number in our brain. What I weighed when I was, running track in college or before I had kids or when I was on the swim team. I want to weigh that weight again. And it's impossible to ever weigh something unless you're that weight again, unless you're absolutely replicating that life you had 20 or 30 years ago to a T. Most of us can't do that. And so make sure the number you're chasing is realistic for you too. Hannah, yes, this was good for me. I feel very encouraged to keep going. 100%, my friend. That's what I was hoping this message today would do for you. Kina, great teaching, much needed. Love it. Mel, I'm in the September class and loving it. My joints are hurting less and started walking for 1 hour in the mornings. Mel, that is the best. Pain going away is life-changing. I just had a consult call with Georgia today. She's the same way. She said she had pain every day and it's gone. Like, that's getting your life back, right? And then the fact that you're not managing pain means you're going to be out walking every day for an hour, and that's going to help you just evolve into this better version of yourself or your future self, right? And so I'm so happy for you, my friend. Pain going away is the best. Violetta, I'm in the September class learning a lot. I have to say that taking a pause on a weekend was a huge mistake. Some of us are bad food addicts. Taking a break set me back a few days, I think is what you said. Yeah, that's what I said too. Like, you have to make sure that you are healed in your food decision-making process. That's a mindset shift. And so if you think that, and I'm not saying you, Violetta, but anybody, if you think that taking a break on the weekend means it's all go, like you can do whatever, or you take all the rules away or all the common sense things that you've learned about you and you just let them go by the wayside and you start to make really bad choices for yourself, it's going to hurt. It's going to sting. You're not going to feel good. And then that hopefully will be that wake up call. Sounds like it was for you, that you have some things to do on your mindset, or it also can be that thing where you have to reaffirm, what works for you. I tested it. It proved it's not working for me. I know what works for me. I'm just going to stick to those decisions. So, Violetta, I would do some work on that too, and just reaffirming to your brain that you do know, in fact, what's working for you, and anything else is just not worth it. Okay, so there's the link also to get into class. It's the find out more at fortodaysagingwoman.com. Jane, I suffer with Raynaud's syndrome, and any experience with intermittent fasting help with Raynaud's. I'm 56 as well. Specific things like that. I'm not a doctor, so I don't live in that, arena of like things that are going on with our body and then them being healed or cured or go away. Here's what I can tell you. I'm never, ever shocked anymore when someone comes back to me and they say, as a matter of fact, I have someone who just graduated from class a few months ago who's off her thyroid medication, and 41 years of taking it. She was told she had to take that medication for the rest of her life. She was just taking off of it completely. We've had surgeries canceled. We have mystery rashes going away. We have sleep issues being resolved. We've had diabetic conditions go away. Not because I'm doing anything. I'm just giving you guys advice and helping you make better decisions for yourself, right? Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to cure anything or say anything's going to be cured. Just go do this. Go do it and see what happens. And it would be beautiful for me to add you to the list of, like I said, like, come back and let us know how it was, because it'll help someone. You tell your story. You give the testimonial of what the decisions were that you made and what you were going through and what you're not going through anymore. And that will help our community for sure. So girlfriend, go prove that it works for that. Christine, can you discuss eating fruit during feasting? Yes. Fruit is one of those things, again, it's a very personal thing in how your body processes and manages sugar in all shapes, forms, and sizes. Fruit is a sugar food. It is. Are there nutrients in it? 100%. How does your body manage that type of sugar? And you have to remember that when your body takes in something that has sugar in it, your body just takes in sugar. It doesn't separate it out from going, here's a chocolate cake and here's an apple. It's just sugar. And so how does your body process that? How does it store it? How does it utilize it? I'm a huge sugar storer. So fruit is a problem for me. I have to really put it in its proper place. It's in the dessert category for me. So you have to figure out how your body manages taking in sugar. Does it use it well or does it store it? And then you get to put fruit in the place that you think it's going to best serve you. Jan, August 22 grad, I've lost 15 pounds over the past 2 months because of 24. But the most amazing thing is that my frozen shoulder is 80% less frozen now. My question is, does cellulite heal from 24? Heal, I don't think cellulite is something that has to be healed. I think people are just more prone to cellulite than other people are. It's like people who have, naturally more muscle tone than others. Some people just look like, if you have a shorter limb, you have bigger muscles, longer limb, longer, like it's just body types. I happen to be a cellulite kind of body. I have to, I know what helps me minimize it and I know what maximizes it. And I have always had cellulite. I've never been cellulite free since I was a teenage girl. So you have to figure that out for your body too. Exercising will help, eating nutrient dense foods, staying hydrated, being really honest with the things that you're doing. That's what helps reduce the appearance of cellulite. Some people will always have it. So you have to figure out who you are from there and then just make really good, healthy choices about what it is you're doing with your body and how your body's utilizing things or versus putting it in storage. And that's how you can reduce the visibility of cellulite is the best way to put it for sure. And then as we age, we just have more of it because that's what our body needs. So, but the frozen shoulder part, can we talk about that? Like, oh my gosh, like how amazing is that? So now you can move around more, which is probably going to help with the cellulite as well. But I love that. So you probably got rid of a lot of inflammation, a lot of things that were just keeping that shoulder in that place where it just wasn't able to move the way it's supposed to be. So go use your shoulder, my friend. Jeannie, putting it out there as I want to be a better version of myself. I registered in August, but wasn't able to keep up and honestly felt overwhelmed with the threads as I'm not so savvy. Can I restart? You can go back into class anytime you want to be back into class. So there's two groups of people and you fall into one of these groups. People who thrive on that energy and excitement of a community group, and then the people who feel overwhelmed. So you're not alone. There's two groups of people. So I would go in and do your lessons and stay out of that community type of setting, and that will reduce the thread part. Go back to fortoday'sagingwoman.com, log in, go to your course, start at day 1. Every single day, watch one lesson until you get to the end of lesson 21, and then you will have the full experience of class. If you do it that way, now that this class is out of week 1, you won't have all that activity in the comment section. And that's just knowing you. So good for knowing you, my friend. Jan, did cellulite heal from 24? We already answered that. Sherry, August 22 grad. Ladies, jump into the class. You won't regret it. Once you change how you think about these things, it will serve you in so many other ways. Yes, it's the power of being able to make our own informed decisions. If we can do this with food and we can do this with taking care of ourselves, this translates into every other aspect of your life. Every other aspect of a woman's life improves when she starts making informed decisions for herself around how she's taking care of herself. So Sherry, thank you for making that connection and sharing that for sure. Linda, I can fast for up to 24 hours, but that is all. Any longer I feel bad. Is that okay? Or is there a way to not feel bad with massive headaches? So what I teach is a 20-hour fast and a 4-hour feast. So within a 24-hour period, you're fasting for 20 and you're feasting for 4. There's really no need to go beyond that. If you consistently do that over time and you're really honest with yourself about your feasting choices, that's all you need to do. Jeannie, I'm experiencing lots of hot flashes. Could this be related to what I'm eating? I hear you about fasting, healing all things. Could you speak a little on this and share a link? I don't know what link you need me to share. Fasting heals all things. It's just, you could go research intermittent fasting and the healing benefits of it. You'll probably find endless studies and articles and all those kind of things. So the proof is also here in our community that it heals all things, because we've heard of a shoulder getting its mobility back and weight loss and sleeping and all those kind of things. Hot flashes often are something that's in your environment that are causing those hormonal imbalances. And what we do in class, the whole premise of class is to reset your hormones. And so if you haven't been in class, I would highly recommend jumping in, and you'll get all the proof you need, because you'll have all your friends in there sharing their success stories. Kai, finally in California time zone after 6 months in Australia. So excited to see you live. Thank you for being such a wonderful coach and inspiration example in so many ways. Well, welcome back to the States, my friend, and welcome back to California. I heard you guys are getting some crazy weather over there. And I'm glad you can join us live now. Rachel, May 22 grad. I absolutely love this lifestyle. Just got back from vacation, and for the first time, I don't have the mentality that today I get back on the wagon. Love that. You took your lifestyle with you on vacation, which is the way it's supposed to be. We shouldn't have to vacation to exit our life, and we shouldn't have to like undo vacation when we get back to life, right? So hopefully you fasted on the way there and on the way back, and you made your really informed choices. It sounds like you did, and you fasted while you're on vacation. So bringing your healthy lifestyle with you on vacation is the best way to vacation for sure. So happy for you. Diane, August 22 grad, went on 12 and over the, I don't know what that means. Tammy, thank you so much for your encouragement. I truly believe as well, fasting heals all things. I will keep this up for the rest of my life. Yes. And when I say all things, I don't mean just physical healing. It heals mentally things you have going on in your life because you're just taking a pause on drugging up your brain. It helps your brain clear out the thought processes. It heals you emotionally because it helps you manage emotional things that are going on in your life. Oftentimes we seek out things to not manage emotional situations in our life. And when you're consciously making a decision to fast, you have to sit in that emptiness and really learn how to manage your emotions. And then you get your confidence back, you get your mobility back, you get your energy back, and then it heals other areas of your life that might have been missing you because you didn't have all those things. So it's magical. Becky, thank you so much for your videos. I always hear your voice saying consistency over time when I want to fast longer. Yes, consistently over time. Donna, yes, Diane, you delivered. This is just what I needed to hear. Thank you. Yes, virtual hug right back, my friend. Diane, out of town weekend back on 24. No shame, just living a happy life. Thanks, Diane, for your encouraging words. Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. Peg Marie, sorry I worded it wrong. I do eat plant-based, so I should have said nutrient dense instead of calorie dense. There you go, my friend. We got you. Sylvia, I appreciate you so much for repeating these things. I've started to hear your voice every time I think I have a question, really starting to internalize this feeling and mentality. Yeah, you're just retraining your own mind maps, Sylvia. And that's what all we need to do. That's why I'm on rinse and repeat when I come into these lessons here. When I teach in class, I'm on rinse and repeat all the time. The more we hear these things over and over in our brain starts getting used to hearing these things. And then we default to this decision-making process. A lot of problems that we have with our brain is that the messages we're hearing and the messages on our repeat are not serving us. Change the messaging and we start to get served. So I'm so glad that you're making that connection. Lori, I love how you explain things, going to binge your videos, and yes, going to be an October 22 grad. See you there. Cannot wait, my friend. Registration's open, so don't wait. I close registration September 30th, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on the dot. I had about 10 women so mad at me when we started this September class because registration was closed. I'm warning you. Get in now. If you know you're ready, just go ahead and get your spot in class, my friend. And we can't wait to call you an October 22 grad. Carolyn, what app do you recommend to track my fast? I need a reminder. I don't use an app. I tried them all. I've tried every single fasting app. And then I would log into my phone and I had fasted for like 273 hours or something. I forgot to like manage the app. It was one more thing I just don't have time to manage. I just run on a clock. I know when I break my fast, I know when I start my fast, and then I let memory making moments happen. And if you just tell yourself, I fast every single day for 20 hours and you have that window set up, then you're just going to live that life. And then you give yourself the exception for it when life is happening. So if you're an app person, I would just Google them, find one that works for you personality wise, works with the device that you have. I didn't like them because I would forget to use them. I have other things to do in my life. I just fast every day for 20 hours. Super easy. Patty, I'm so happy YouTube suggested your channel. Since starting to fast 20 hours a day and adding one meal a day, 1 to 2 times a week, I've lost 35 pounds in 2 months. Yes, thank you, YouTube, for recommending my channel to Patty. Patty, I'm so happy for you. So happy. Make sure you guys share your share this with your friends too, right? Share this, talk about this. If you don't want to tell them what you're doing, just have them come here and let them listen for themselves. The more women we have in our lives who are living a happy lifestyle, who are feeling good about how they look and feel themselves, the better company we share, right? So I say spread the news because we want to have girlfriends that are happy and healthy on the inside, happy and healthy mentally, happy and healthy emotionally, and then we just have better relationships all the way around. So I'm so excited for you guys. Jacqueline, are midday squares during the fasting hours or feasting? Feasting, 100%. They are really good. They're a little square. I showed them before in a video I did. They're all they're plant-based. They're very nice amount of fat, very nice amount of fiber in them, very nice amount of protein, very carb conscious, like all the things we're looking for, and chocolate. So go to the codes page at fortoday'sagingwoman.com. If you go to fortoday'sagingwoman.com and at the top it says discount codes and links, click on that and you'll see a section in there where I'm talking about midday squares, and then you'll get my discount code too. Diane, I knew you're a 2017 grad. So good to see you with us. Michelle, July grad here. I love this community. Thanks, Diane. You're welcome, my friend. Isabel, love fall weather and meals, yummy stews, delicious bakes, cozy clothes. Thank you. Yeah, it was 61 this morning when I stepped out in my backyard to start my day. So I have my little fall sweater on today. Gail, do you have a suggestion for returning to fast after surgery? Had a parathyroid procedure on 9/9/22. Not sure how long to give my body grace. Why would you have to wait to go back to fasting after surgery? Like if you're on some sort of medicine that needs to be taken with food, always have that conversation with your doctor. But fasting heals all things. So I would use fasting to heal from surgery and get all that stuff that you had to have in your body to get through the surgery out of your system as fast as possible. So I'd use it as a detax from surgery. Diane, this course that was most fun was the decluttering course. Such a blast. Oh, thanks so much, my friend. I love that course. We do that inside the midlife mindset shift course and community now. We're going to be doing ours in December as a group. It is my favorite too. So thanks for saying that. Magalyn, how do you cope with changes in bowel movement? What has persons done to help this? You have to tell me what the change is. So I don't know what the change is. If you tell me what the change is, I might be able to help you. Tracy, July 22 grad. My husband doesn't care about the weight loss, just all the health benefits I've gotten from IF. Eliminated 2 out of 5 medications and working off a third one currently. You go, my friend, July 22 grad, and you're already off of 2 medications? That's amazing. Keep us posted on that. We can't wait till you shoot for 5 for 5. I bet your doctor is thrilled with you. Kay's commentary, walking is awesome, helps me greatly. 100%. Susie, in September class, I'm glad I took this class. I'm 3 pounds down and love it. Love that for you. Y'all hit the like button. Valuable info I haven't heard in my 45 years. Yeah, hit that like button. Hit that like button on YouTube. Again, the thing I hear most often is I have no idea how you were suggested for me. I have all the ideas of how you were suggested to be here in our community. It's because someone hit a like button, someone hit a share button, someone left a comment. When we have an engaged audience on YouTube and on Facebook, that tells those 2 platforms that people want to hear this information, and then it gets suggested to more women just like you. So if you happen to find me on accident, it was on purpose, right? Someone liked a video, someone put a comment on a video, someone shared a video, and someone subscribed, and someone's following, and all of that stuff lets YouTube and Facebook know that we have an amazing community of women, and it puts it out to more amazing women that can be part of our community. So I appreciate you guys putting in that little extra effort for us. Amy, information plus support equals great coaching. Thank you, Diane. Oh, you're welcome, my friend. I love having you here with us. Jane, thank you for helping, replying to my Reynard's query. Much appreciated. Yeah, for sure. Keep at it consistently over time. Here's what I say if you want to know if what you're doing in your lifestyle is going to help you or not. Do it as if your life depends on it. When I was pre-diabetic and just feeling like I was falling apart 6-7 years ago, I committed to this lifestyle as if my life depended on it, and it changed everything for the better in my life. So do it as if your life depends on it, because our life does depend on it. We want to live happy and healthy for 50 something more years, right? And the best way to do that is through this lifestyle. Fiona, I have intermittent edema in my ankles. My neuropath thinks it's hormonal. I am on natural progesterone. It's helped a lot, but sometimes the edema comes back. Not sure what to do. I would just go talk to your doctor for sure. Go talk to your doctor for sure and see what they recommend. Diane, okay, I already did that one. Julie, September 22 class. I love it. Jacqueline, what are afternoon bars for feasting or fasting time? Anything you're going to consume is always in your feasting window. Let's see. Linda, if fruit is a sugar and body doesn't do well with it, sugar, should you use a supplement? A supplement for what? For what you're not getting in your fruit? There's a lot of fruit. I wouldn't even just, you have to make sure that it's, everything that you think it is too, right? So many fields don't have nutrients in them anymore. The processing of fruit isn't what it used to be. You're often getting fruit that was ripened on a truck and not on a vine. It's not what it used to be. So You got to make sure you know all that stuff. Jan, super grateful for you too, my friend. Kathleen, stressing our body, cortisol going up, adrenal getting released, scorching hot flashes, eat more fat. Yeah, for some people, but for some people, they might need some other things. Chris, last 10 pounds. The last 10 pounds are murder. The last 10 pounds might not be what you should be chasing, right? So I don't know a woman who's ever like feeling like they're not chasing that last 5 or 10 or 3 or whatever, right? And remember, as women, our weight is constantly fluctuating. It's never going to be a constant. So put your focus on something else, Chris. Maybe it's feeling different in your jeans. Maybe it's, seeing some inflammation go away. Don't chase the number on the scale. It's not an accurate depiction of you being happy and healthy. Put your focus on something else. Yes, my hot flashes went away with the 20 hours and DYANN teaching is great. Yeah, hot flashes are not normal. Renee, September class participant, got a Lumen and it wants me to do a carb boost day. Do you follow those suggestions? Yes, but I don't follow those suggestions to a T. So here's what you can tell yourself about a carb boost day on a Lumen. Do you need to eat 300 grams of carbs? Absolutely not. All you do is just put more carbs in than you normally would, blow in your Lumen, 60 to 90 minutes after you've had your meal. See if it goes up to a 4 or 5. If it did, everything's fantastic. You do not need to eat 270 or 300 grams of carbs to make that happen. You're a woman going through menopause. Your body responds to all things, right? And so just eat a little bit more than you normally would, maybe 20, 30 grams more than you usually would. Blow in your Lumen and see if it goes up. That's what I do. I never follow those guidelines. I would be drugged out and sick. Sabrina, last 10 pounds are extremely challenging to get off. Don't focus on the pounds. Jennifer, it's been a really long time, but I'm still a faster. Started with your videos and took your class a few years ago. Love fasting. Jennifer, I remember you, my friend. So good to have you check in with us. We're always here for you. So come back as often as you want and always default to that fast, my friend. Pat, I paused last night when I wanted an after dinner treat. It works. I reminded myself of how I want to live my life and shut the freezer door. There you go, my friend. There you go. Daisy, on IF for 3 months, lost 12 pounds, cancer survivor, 70 years old. Thanks for your encouragement. Daisy, love having you here with us, you warrior. I love it. Gwen, ordered my midday squares, can't wait for them to get here. Yes, hopefully you took advantage of that discount. It's big, it's 15%. And remember, my midday squares users, even my Organifi users, if you go to that page, the fortoday'sagingwoman.com/codes page, just save it somewhere. Those discounts always apply. So it's not a one-time thing. Those always apply. Even my FRÉ skincare, it's Detox Monday, so I did a little detox on my face to make sure it was nice and bright for you guys today. All those discounts apply whenever you place an order. It's not just first time. So save that code, my friend, because you will want some more midday squares. Tina, I've started experiencing peripheral neuropathy in my toes after starting IF and keto. Anybody else having those problems? I wouldn't necessarily say it has anything to do with fasting. That's a nothing thing. It could be something you're doing in your keto lifestyle, or it could be just a sign of healing something too. Jill, I had shoulder surgery and never stopped fasting. My surgeon was totally impressed by my recovery because fasting heals everything. And you want to get that detox from all the things you had to have put in your body to get through surgery. Sometimes we just have to do those things. The fasting will help you detox from it. So girlfriend, thank you for sharing that. That will help a lot of people. Deb, September 22 class. I woke up today feeling amazing. Everything is clicking in place and I can feel my body healing. I wasn't perfect over the weekend, but scale was down 2 pounds. I think I'll take that as a win. Take it as a win. Don't think, just take that as a win. And everything's clicking. Take that as a win also. And pay attention to all those clicks. A hopeful holler makes. I appreciate you back. Audrey, the doctor isn't going to be thrilled because when you stop needing meds, you stop generating residual income for him. Medicine in America is corrupt. Okay, so yeah, we can all agree that the medicine pushing is not the best thing, but your doctor ultimately wants you to be healthy. I don't think doctors, if they want you to not be healthy and they're gonna keep pushing medicine on you, even though you're making really informed choices to make those changes, then I would get a new doctor. So if your doctor's not happy that you're getting off those medications, go get a new doctor. Your doctor should be high-fiving you for that. Jenny, thanks for the love hearts. Kim, I work full-time. Can I still join the course or must it be in real time? No, Kim, come on in, my friend. Everything in class is pre-recorded for you. Everything's released at 1 a.m. Central Standard Time every day. So our international people get a chance to get the information too. You just log in every single day to class. I have a community group that I'm in that I support you and answer your questions. If you have any, or I celebrate you when you have a win. Super easy. You're going to love it. Tons of amazing women join us in class. Rachel, would the midday squares be okay to break your fast? Yeah, 100%. They're super macro balanced with the fat, the protein, very great in fiber, and those carbs, those net carbs come down really nicely. I love them. They're a nice little square. They used to come in a 2-pack, and now they just changed it to a 1-pack, which is super appreciated because you just can grab a pack and go. Super little fun snack to have. Tastes really good. Super convenient. You could throw it in your purse. And yeah, it would be great for breaking it fast. 100%. Linda, supplements with vitamins, I meant. Yeah, if you felt like you needed them, right? But then again, like I bet there's a lot of things you can get that you would think you were getting in fruit that you probably can get in some vegetables too, right? But if you feel like you need to supplement, here's my philosophy on supplementation. Know why you're taking what you're taking. Is it delivering what is advertised that it's going to be delivering? And does it feel like it's working for you? If you answered yes to all those things, then yeah, get some supplementation for sure. Joanne, peanut butter, definitely. But the 3 flavor sample pack is all good for the chocolate fix. Yeah, I love all 3 of them as well. And it is kind of nice to have that little variety in there. I literally eat 1 a day. Unless I forget, but like I literally eat 1 a day. They're in my refrigerator. Can't wait to have one later. Zamza, I am anemic. What should you advise? I would advise talking to your doctor with something like that. They probably have something that they could advise for you, and then do a Google search on high iron foods and then get those in rotation in your life for sure. Lori, how highly do you recommend Lumen for extra help? I just signed up for the October course. You scared me to miss out. Yes, I'm glad. I hope I inspired you to not miss out. I don't want to scare anybody. But yeah, that deadline comes fast and I will not let you in late. I don't suggest the Lumen until you're done with class. Get what you're paying for class for. I don't teach the Lumen inside the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course. So it would literally be sitting on a shelf. I would ask you not to use it. Wait till you're done with class and then see how you feel and then talk to me and I'll help you get started then. Don't invest the money yet. Do your class first. Susie, what are your thoughts on liver pack to detox liver at night? Have you ever done it? No, I haven't. I don't need to. I don't feel like I need to. I would just do your research on that. Curly Top, I do feel so much better without food, but how can I take my medicine in the AM without food? It wigs me out some mornings. Talk to your doctor or just do a really high fat food, like a half of an avocado or something like that. Or, get some, maybe some unsweetened nut milk in your gut. So, and ask why you have to have food. If it's like a metabolism thing, I would do some like avocado or something. If it's the medicine needs to have food to help it, get into your system. Like you have to ask your doctor those questions. There's lots of different reasons why you have to take food with medicine. Sometimes you just need to have something in the base of your gut before the medicine hits it. So find out why, and then just make a really good choice. That's going to lead you to what it is you say you want. Okay, I got to go. It's already been an hour. Lisa's mom, does there come a point where your kidneys adjust to the increase in water and what are not? Yeah, your body will adjust. Just do it slowly in increments of 25 ounces. I don't wake up in the middle of the night at all. Gail, thanks for answering my post-surgery question. You're welcome. Zakowski, I think, Zawaki. I'm loving the September class. I've learned so much about IF. I have so much energy and sleeping better. I just bought a Lumen. Can't wait to use it. Yeah, and then follow me on Instagram. I answer questions on Friday. Vivian, to the person who said she was experiencing peripheral neuropathy after starting IF and keto, check your water intake. May not be getting enough water. Great advice. Thank you. And then Renee, midday squares are awesome. It's my treat at the end of my fast. Yes, they are the best. It's a real food. Remember, chocolate gets a bad rap, like a lot of things get a bad rap, right? But it's what's done to chocolate that makes it a bad thing for a lot of people. And what Midday Squares, the company, does to chocolate makes it a good thing for us here in our community. So go to the fortodaysagingwoman.com, click the link at the top of the website. Go down to where it says the Midday Squares. Go grab yourself, go get yourself the 3 variety pack. You get to sample all 3 flavors and then get the discount by using DYANN 15 for sure. And they're going to love that we have all of us over there getting Midday Squares for them. Okay, with that, I got to go. I got consult calls for the rest of the day. If you're feeling stuck, if you're using the word plateau, do an honesty check with yourself. Are you making honest decisions when you're in a decision-making process? Remember, the fast, you're doing nothing but enjoying your fast. Water, some black coffee, maybe some unsweetened or untampered with tea. Enjoy your fast. Nothing happens there but good things. It's always what we do in the decision-making process. Evaluate that, and then I bet you the weight loss will start to happen again. Have a great rest of your Monday, you guys. I'm so excited for you. Remember, class starts October the 1st. Registration closes on the 30th. I can't wait to have all of our new members here in our community jump into class with us. I appreciate all of you in the September class. I love you all as graduates when you come back and hang out with us here, reinforce this amazing lifestyle that we're teaching. I appreciate you guys so much too. I'll see you guys back here on Thursday at noon. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow on Instagram at 1, and then Friday with our Lumen questions at 1 on Instagram as well. See you guys later.